Do you think that the states have a chance of restricting ICE's ability to interfere with elections? This is something that the White House just addressed the other day when Carolyn Levitt was questioned at the press briefing about whether ICE would be deployed to intimidate people at election sites. She said, "Oh, I can't guarantee that ICE isn't going to be, operating at poll sites. That's a ridiculous question. Can the states do anything to protect? The Constitution calls for the states to administer their own elections. Can the states protect their own elections from ICE officers who I expect will be used very directly to intimidate voters all across this country?"
That's an unequivocal yes, absolutely, without a doubt, the states can do something. Now, the question is 10, 20 years from now, are we going to look back and say, gosh, a lot of tools we left in the tool belt because we didn't want to risk disrupting the order or causing issues? And so we just allowed the march of authoritarianism to happen unimpeded. We have a lot of tools. And the only way, there is no way to avoid escalation with authoritarians. You comply, and they're still going to escalate. You don't comply, and they are still going to escalate. The escalation is their presence. And so the states that the tool, I mean, the constitutional escrow one is big. Another one is just calling the National Guard. Another one is just ordering your police to do it. Another one is hiring citizens to do it. There are plenty about charging agents for crimes. It's a crime to be at polling locations in most states. But what if, and then people say, well, what if the police, don't want to do it, or, it's called, look, what do you want to do? It's an ugly situation. We have a hostile, transnational criminal organization that sells influence. They call themselves the Republican Party. That's their main job, though, is to sell influence, mostly to hostile foreign actors. And they're working to make sure they can take over the entire country and to institute single party rule, competitive authoritarianism, where there's some appearance elections are actually happening, but they're free, but they're nowhere near fair. And so even when opposition wins, they're not able to get anything done. And you just allow that unimpeded, or you do something about it. And every delay is ceding ground. My hope is that this next election, we can see, and I do see people waking up, by the way, and that includes governors and attorneys general. It's just a matter of pace, but
Mm-hmm.
we're getting there. But it's like, you just got to call it. You got to say National Guard. You don't let them through. That's just it.